Hi guys, Suraj from Currencies for you. I am joined here by a very good friend and colleague and business associate, Rakesh Dua, founder and CEO of DUA. Rakesh, and a fantastic event that you've just put on. Um, so many people in the room, lively culture as well. Talk to me about the community. You're big on community. Why is it so important?
Well, I think as a champion for small and medium growing businesses, Suraj, it's really important to understand that, people have a choice whether to work for me or work for someone else, whether to actually make a difference or just be an ordinary accountant. And I think by taking that interest in people, taking interest in community, I've been able to grow DUA from 0 to 500 plus clients. I've been able to keep some of my best team and inspire them. And when I put events like this together, which I'm really glad you came with, along with 79 other people, pack out event, was I'm able to say thank you. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you to the communities, the charities we support. Thank you to the team. And by running the DUA Awards inaugural event, I was thanking them. So I think it's just bringing the firm along, the culture along, and working with other people that have put us on the map, buddy.
100%. No, I couldn't agree more. And I'll be honest with you, the recognition that you show towards your team, to your clients, and to everyone who made it possible for the event, I think that's a credit to you. So fair
Thank you,
play to you.
George.
One thing I do want to ask you. So 2024, an eventful year, especially with the budget. It would be amazing me not
Not
to
going to
ask
start
you.
me on that, are you? Yeah.
Wrap it up for me.
It's been interesting up in the build up. We had the election, both here and in the US. Uh, we had quite a, as you know, they're quite characters in the US, but the UK was no different. The result was probably as anticipated. And I think we are in for change. Just change equals stability. Change is fearful. Have the rates come down as predicted? No. Um, have been some big promises given. Well, yesterday we heard from Sir Keir with what are the milestones we're going to achieve. Some of them are some quite hairy goals, we call it in business terms.
Yeah.
So I think 24 has been challenging. It kind of means that we have to think, what are the right resources? What do we need to marshal? How do we inspire people? Who are the right people? How are we going to manage our budget and cost? And actually, can we manage with what we've got? Are we going to pass those prices on, buddy? And if we do, is that going to start the spiral and the vicious circle again? And also for entrepreneurs, and I speak to so many, I'm quoted in the press on this, is why take the risk? There's risk and reward. And at the moment, you're taking on debt, you're trying to support people. But how can you support people when they're taking away some of the benefits for taking that risk?
So it's important that you raise that point. There's so much that's just happened with the budget that affecting businesses up and down the UK. Now, how do you see that panning out going into 2025?
People need to plan. People need to make choices. People, I know it's an old cliche, but need to surround themselves by the right people. They need to make difficult choices. They also need to be inspired, and they've been a bit hit by the inspiration and motivation of the budget into like, why be an entrepreneur? But actually, those people, I'm hoping, will see through it, take a mid to longer term view, and be the creators to promote UK PLC, but understand there are challenging times, have to be much more in tune with the numbers, much more in tune with the needs and demands, much more in tune of how they inspire their people. And also for some businesses that are running on tight margins, they may sadly have to look at what they can outsource rather than build up through the business. As a
Do you see
leader,
this being a trend now? Is a lot more people looking for overseas markets to try and outsource work? Because we've heard about it over the last few years and it's been happening more and more. But I just think with this budget in itself, I personally see that as being something that's going to happen even more so going forward.
I think it's a great question, and the answer is it depends on your business. Certain businesses where they might be highly regulated or they've got a lot of front end, I think is harder to outsource. You might be able to outsource locally, but if you're about going to a new low cost economy jurisdiction, I mean, more difficult. Those, for example, that do more digitalization, automated processes, they are going to question, where do those people need to be? Do they need to be in the UK? So the question is deep dive, understand your business, have a plan, take action, be prepared to give it a go. But more importantly, understand there's no point building turnover without profit. because with the profit, you buy resources. With the resources, you can make future investment decisions.
100% agree. Rakesh, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for having us and always supporting us.
Absolutely, and it's my pleasure. Suraj,
It's a pleasure.
you
working
and
with you.
Currencies for You are amazing, and keep at it, buddy.
Thank you very much.